What's poppin'? It's your girl Jazzy J. How y'all doing today? Welcome to my channel. If you are new around here, welcome. If not, what is up, Buttercup? Today is Sunday, which means it's my lovely little segment, manga and a mukbang, where I talk about webcomics while eating food. Now, last week, if I remember correctly, I reviewed Psychic Princess, and if that is something that is interesting to you, then you can go ahead and check that video out. I will go ahead and drop the link down in the description box below. Today I have a plate of green beans because I really like green beans, to be quite honest with you. I really do. So I'm going to be eating green beans. But let's get into this video. Okay, so the webcomic that we're going to be talking about is Under the Oak Tree. It is a newer web comic series that can be found on Manta, and there are also plenty of places that you can find it online as well. Now, because this is a newer series, it's only in like the 40s in terms of how many chapters it has. Let me say, it's pretty good. Before you go into this webcomic to go and read this webcomic, or if you just want to listen to me, that's fine. Trigger warning, there is a lot of violence in here, there's actually a lot of gore in this webcomic as well. There's a lot of, so if you're squeamish, it might not be the best one for you, but hey, if you're not, or if you kind of are, but you know, you're really into that smut, yeah, I would say go ahead and check this one out. It's really good. So, the premise of the entire thing is the main character, the main woman, well, I swiftly forgot both of their names and I did not write down any of the notes, as essentially she has a stutter, which I'm not sure if that qualifies as a disability or it doesn't qualify as a disability. I'm not really clear on that one in particular, but her father, who was a very powerful duke, essentially berates her and physically beats her and starves her, and all the servants pretty much just abandon her because though she is the oldest child, her mother is no longer with them, and she has this massive stutter, and apparently she's not super smart, or according to them, super beautiful either. I think, personally, for me, I think she's gorgeous, but that's just my opinion. So because of that, and because they find her to be absolutely useless, they plan to marry her off to a commoner knight who they originally wanted to try to find a way to kill off, like swiftly after they're married. Like, she got married, and then the knight went off and went to go fight this mythical red dragon or something like that. After like 3 years of her wondering if he's gonna come back or not, he finally comes back and is like, okay, why are you still here? Do you not like me? Do you think I'm not good enough for you? Because he's under the impression that she was treated fantastic, she was treated phenomenally, she has all these riches, she has all this gold, and you know, she was the favored daughter, and this, that, and the other, and that's not the case, and now I'm just kind of like, she's living this lie, almost, of, well, because he thinks that way, I'm going to try to make myself appear that way, even though it's not true, and she has the confidence level of a rock. Honestly, her confidence level is pretty low. It's pretty goddamn low. I'm gonna be real honest with you. And she doesn't really know, like, okay, so what do I know that you think this way, I'm not gonna change your mind, because she's, with all the abuse that she's had to put up with, she has zero faith in any of her own capabilities. She even finds out later on that she's capable of doing magic, and she's like, I don't know if I can do this. Turns out she's great at arithmetic. She can also read an ancient language that apparently nobody else can read. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say nobody else can read. Very few people are capable of reading this language because it's an ancient, it's a dead language, like Latin type of thing. It's like that. So unless you have a reason to use the language, there's no reason to learn it type of thing. Yeah. But she ends up knowing how to read it. She's good at math, and she's got an affinity for magic, and she's just like, I don't think I can become a sorceress. I'm like, you got the 3 qualifications that most people don't have, and they probably dream that they do have it, and you have 0 faith in yourself in becoming a sorceress. Yeah. A lot of things happen, and a lot of events happen in this particular webcomic that I'm just kind of like, I don't really like how the characters kind of dealt with that situation, but at the same time you kind of have to remember their backstory as well. It's really tricky. It's really tricky because you have to put yourself in the shoes of an individual who was neglected for their entire childhood and into their adulthood, and now it's just finding love with her husband that she was forcibly married off to. And the fact that she feels nobody really likes her. Because because it's not super far along, I can't really say too much about what's going on in the comic. I really believe that you guys should just go off and read it yourself. It really is a good comic. It's a great webcomic. Thoughts on it in its totality. It is a Korean web comic series. Depending on where you read it, sometimes the translation will be fantastic, sometimes the translation will be meh. If you can find the original creator's work on the website they want you to read at, I would highly suggest you do that. I still haven't found it because every single time I'm reading the webcomic somewhere, it tells me to go to a different website. And I'm like, I don't know where to read it now anymore. I just know that you can find it on Manta for sure, but it will cost you money to read it on Manta. So if that's not what you're looking to do, then try to find it online somewhere. It is a very interesting story. It is a very captivating story. The art, phenomenal. The art is impeccable. Just for the art alone, I highly encourage all of you guys to go off and read it. I do. I mean that. I can't say how the art quality is gonna go, how it's gonna be going forward, because it's only on like chapter 46. Maybe it might be on chapter 50 now, and it might not be released just quite yet. So it really isn't that far along into the webcomic series unless they plan to end it anytime soon, which for something that is that popular and is constantly being advertised and promoted by different ads everywhere. Like, I see so many ads for this thing. I don't think it's going to be ending anytime soon, so I hope that the art stays pretty consistent throughout the length of the webcomic series, because if it dwindles, I'm going to be kind of sad. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be kind of sad. That's honestly all I've got on it right at this current time. Again, I would highly suggest you go and check out this webcomic. This is one of the webcomic series that I really do recommend. It is a good webcomic. It has a lot of good events. There is plenty of smut and rated M material in there. So read it at your own discretion. That's all I'm gonna say. Read it at your own discretion. If that's something you like, then I mean, I say go for it. That's just me. There's no completely unclothed individuals. if that's what you were hoping for. Because I don't think that would be allowed, especially not on an app where you can see it for free. Like, no. So that's, yeah, I will be keeping up with the series. I might circle back around to this one in particular, especially if it gets to like 100 chapters or more, and kind of give you an update on my thoughts of the entire thing. But right now, love it. A1. It's great. I finished my plate of green beans. For anybody who thought that I might not finish my vegetables. But that's it. That's all I have for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't terribly long, but honestly, I kind of like these short videos. It makes my life in terms of editing much easier as well. I do apologize for the brightness. I'm not sure. I have to figure out what's going on with my camera. If it's, I think it's just overexposed, honestly. But that's something I could do as an easy fix. If you like this video, go ahead and like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that bell notification so that you know when I post another video. Subscribe to the channel because I love to see all of your happy, smiling faces all the time. Tell me what your thoughts are on the webcomic down in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Why or why not? Do you have any recommendations for me as well? Oh, also, before I forget, I just created a Patreon. So I will go ahead and link that down in the description box down below. And the reason why this is important is I will continue to upload my videos on here, and I will upload the same videos on here up on Patreon as well, and those will be free. However, if you are a simmer, or you just like watching Sims gameplay, and you like watching gameplay that is rated R, then go ahead and check out my Patreon. And you can see my Sims gameplay with a crap ton of mods that have been installed, and it is completely uncensored. If any of that triggers you, I would highly, highly, highly suggest you do not watch it. Other than that, I do have a little suggestions box, or if you just want to support me in any way, shape, or form, you can go ahead and do that one. I think it's like the cheapest tier is $3. And then the one for my Sims gameplay is probably like $10, $15 a month or something like that. You do have to be 18 plus in order to watch my Sims gameplay. I'm sorry, you have to be 18 plus. I don't know. I'll figure out a good way to try to regulate that in its totality, but I cannot promise anything. Do not share any of that content anywhere else. And if you do, you're probably gonna be liable for that because you're spreading content you shouldn't be spreading. So that's just me. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.